Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Neil Howard. Thank you so much for joining us once again here on the Beyond Borders podcast. We're going to be speaking with Irene Fuentes. She's joining us here from 611. Thank you for joining us, Irene.
My pleasure.
We have spoken with a couple of folks from 611. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what brought you to 611, and what it is that you do there.
Okay. Thank you. Well, yeah, once again, my name is Irene. I am one of the operations manager here in 611. I've been here for 15 years now. That's 15. This is my first job actually as a fresh graduate student. I just applied here, no experience. And yeah, I stayed here in the company because it feels like home and family, and the company and the owner took good care of me very well. So that's why I've reached the milestone and my career growth here for 15 years.
Was outsourcing something that you were looking into during your studying, or was it just the first job that you applied to because you needed a job?
I actually, it's actually not a plan. I just went with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this is a destiny for me because
Absolutely.
outsourcing is really not part of my plan as well. I graduated as a nursing student.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really far from my professional career. So it's a destiny for me, should I say.
Was there anything at all that you learned as a nursing student that you could apply in outsourcing to bolster your success?
Yep, definitely. And one of that is empathy.
Mm-hmm.
That's one basic rule taught to us when I was a student way back. And that's something that I applied here when dealing with our customers.
So what services does 611 provide?
We offer a lot of services.
Mm-hmm.
I am a specialist of customer service. That's one of the service that we provide here. And that's something that I want to talk about as well.
Tell us a bit about 611, and then let's talk about the main topic this evening, which is towing. Okay?
Okay. Perfect. So basically, one of the services that we provide here as a customer service representative is towing services. So we are called emergency roadside dispatch specialist. We provide roadside assistance to customer whose vehicles have suffered a mechanical failure or breakdown that leaves the operator or the customer stranded on the road. So we offer like a 24-hour towing service to our customers.
Do you only do automobiles? Do you do heavy equipment, semis? What types of vehicles?
Yeah. We offer this type of service to all type of vehicles. We offer light towing, medium towing, heavy towing. So we catered all type of cars or automobile, bicycle, motorcycle, RVs, trucks, vans.
No maritime towing though, like with tugboats or anything like that, right?
Only
Okay.
roadside.
Only roadside. Okay. Now, is this just in the Philippines, or do you outsource this in other locations as well?
Well, we offer these services to customers all across United States.
Is the United States the only offshore company that you work for?
No, we actually work all over the globe.
This is very intriguing. I've had to have roadside assistance before. I've had to have a vehicle towed before.
Awesome.
But I never thought that the person who was assisting me could have been outsourced from some place as far away as the Philippines. Explain to me and our listeners how a typical client would use your services in the towing arena.
Sure. So basically, customers called in. So we have agents, we call them dispatch specialists, taking the calls. They want to make sure first that the caller is on the safe place. And then they get the details of the customer. All the information needed, the name, the address, the phone number, especially the best phone number that we can call back just in case the line will be cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, we will be asking for the reason why their vehicle stopped or had a mechanical failure. So we could be able to dispatch the right service for them, because we are not just actually offering a towing service, but we also offer non-towing services like jump start, tire change or tire inflation, fuel delivery, lockout, locksmith, winching, and EV charging.
It's my understanding that your team is in the Philippines.
Yes.
And you perform these call center services, taking these calls for other towing services or insurance companies. Do you specialize in that way?
Yeah, we are partnered with insurance agencies.
Okay.
So when customer called in, we get all the information, get in the policy number that they have for the particular insurance provider. And then, as I've mentioned earlier, we get the details of the mechanical breakdown of their vehicle so we can dispatch the correct service. We map the location of the vehicle or the customer just to make sure that we get the right location, because we will be dispatching a service to them. So we will also be the one who will look for a service provider that could assist them on their location.
So how much vehicular knowledge do your agents have to have before they are successfully vetted for your client? Is this something that do they just train on the job or recruit people that are knowledgeable about vehicles?
Well, they are trained just on the job. So we actually get people or agents who have no knowledge about vehicle, because we intensively train them with the product and services that we have. So we want to make sure that they understand the different types of vehicles. And also, since we are offering this type of service to all across the United States, we also want to make sure that they understand different terminologies when it comes to the direction, the streets, and everything.
How about in other countries such as Britain or Australia, or maybe even Japan, countries that have widely varying traffic laws, the different vehicles, different side of the road, all those sorts of things, and the language as far as that goes?
Well, we have different speakers in the Philippines. Here in 611, we have Spanish and French speakers, and we also have partners, other centers that has also different languages as well.
Great. Is there anything that you'd like to add for our listeners, and then give us some contact information where we can learn more?
So basically, to our listeners, I just would like to reiterate that customer service is our primary role. Here is to support and address the inquiry and resolving issues or concern of our customers. So we help them, we give empathy, we want to make sure that we resolve that their problem on the road just to make them safe. We're kind of like 911. That's what I'm basically saying here, because we save lives and we help them to be on their destination safely. And if you want to know more about what we do, and if you want to join our team as well, you can visit our different sites. We have different sites located here in Davao City. We have Mabini sites, Maa sites, and you can also visit our website, 611center.com.
I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Beyond Borders podcast. Very interesting. I had not spoken with someone about towing. Hoping that we'll have an opportunity to speak again.
It's always my pleasure. Thank you so much as well.
Thank you. You've been listening to the Beyond Borders podcast. I'm your host, Neil Howard, in conversation with Irene Fuentes of 611. Find out more at verticalinternetmedia.com and find out about our BPO services at outsourcingfit.com.